Hi, everybody. I am here with my friend Jonathan, and he's going to share his success story with us. How's it going, John?
Good. How's it going over there?
Good, thanks. So tell me a little bit about your health before you started doing carnivore.
All right. Well, before I started doing carnivore, strict carnivore, I was more keto. Before keto, I was completely unhealthy. Um, Living the standard American diet, just overweight, inflamed, not happy with myself physically, emotionally, all that good stuff. So before I would say it was pretty bad.
Did you have any like health issues, or you just didn't feel good most of the time?
No major health issues, like nothing diagnosed by a doctor or anything. Just I think it would just be the feeling of feeling sluggish all the time. Getting out of bed hurt, getting off the couch hurt. It's just feeling just like a slug, basically. And it was just a feeling of um, being both physically and mentally not all there.
Right, yeah, and it's so crazy because a lot of us think that, we get so used to feeling not good, feeling sluggish, feeling in pain, and we think that it's normal. And, a lot of people think that it's normal. After some time, they just
Mhm.
get used to it. And, a lot of people don't realize that, no, this actually isn't normal and you don't have to feel that way.
No, not at all. And it comes down to you get to an age where you're like, it's part of getting old. I'm 44 years old. I'll be 45 in September, and I was starting to think it's just part of hitting your 40s. It's just what happens, and like I said, you just get okay. Well, this is how it's going to be, and that's the mentality that people stick to, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so did you have any like specific pain, or was it just pain all over your body?
It was like lower back, and then shoulders and things like that, and I couldn't really tell if it was more actual physical pain or in my head. You know how when people suffer from anxiety really bad, they feel pain everywhere. So I don't know. I mean, it was probably a mixture of both, just not really knowing what the heck is going on.
Right. Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about, so you started doing keto,
hmm
and what brought you to keto?
That was April of 2018, and we had it was right around Easter actually, and we had just taken a picture on our couch with me and my fiance, my son, and her son. And after looking at the pictures, I didn't really recognize myself. It was like the shirt I was wearing was busting open. It was terrible. And my face was just like this. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So that's what really got me started on it. I actually found keto through the Keto Guido, Vinny Guadino from Jersey Shore. So I was following him, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is just killing it. He's ripped, he's in shape, he looks happy. So I did some research online and discovered that keto is something that I could actually do and enjoy. Um, I thought I would miss things like sugar and bread and all the pasta and all that, and it didn't take long to kick those cravings. So that's why I really stuck with it.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. And so how long did you do keto before you found out about carnivore?
It was actually probably exactly just short of a year. May of 2019 is when I discovered carnivore through Jamie Seaman, Dr. Fit and Fabulous.
I love her.
Yes, she's awesome. Did you see she's going to be on Titan?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that's so excited.
So cool.
That's this Friday, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
cool.
so. I
Yeah,
got to
I'm
watch that.
definitely gonna check that out. Yeah.
Anyway, she had put up a 30-day carnivore challenge, and I was following Sean Baker and Paul Saladino and the Strong Sisters, all the carnivores out there, and she put a challenge up, and I'm like, God, what the hell do I have to lose? It's like keto's working. There's some things I don't like about how it's working, and learning from basically the Strong Sisters about oxalates and all that stuff, and what was causing my stomach to not be happy with the salads. She put the challenge up. I'm like, I may as well. What do I have to lose? And you got to do something for at least 30 days to see if it's going to even work. So I did it, and it was awesome. And it was great. So that's after that, I did the 75 hard challenge with nutrition with Judy, and that really kind of solidified it for me. I'm like, all right, this is the way to go.
Wow, that's great. And so what kind of meals were you eating? What kind of meat do you like to eat?
I'm a ribeye guy, so I love a good ribeye. When I was doing the 30-day, it was a little more just basically ribeyes all the time as much as I could, and other cuts of meat, but real strict. After the 75 hard challenge, that was the same thing, real super strict, just meat and eggs. I do mix in now here and there some like coleslaw once in a while, sauerkraut, some peppers, things like that. So just adding a little bit here and there, but I'm still keeping it basically carnivore. I think we call it ketovore or kindivore or whatever everybody's calling it these days. But yeah, so it was basically just meat and eggs.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know anybody that doesn't like a good ribeye.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And so how did you implement the carnivore diet? Did you have any issues, or did you supplement with electrolytes or salt when you first did your first 30 days?
I supplemented with Redmond real salt every day. Started doing apple cider vinegar, a shot of that with salt in the morning. Electrolytes for sure, huge with that. I still drink my electrolytes every morning with my vitamins. I take the Optimal Carnivore, now the new bone marrow he just put out, and
Okay.
the other one I can't think of the word, but yeah. So yeah, supplementing with vitamins and electrolytes for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's really important, especially first starting out with carnivore, even coming from keto, because I don't know, I feel like just with carnivore, you just get so thirsty, it's a little harder for your body to hold on to those electrolytes even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so did you come across any issues when you were doing carnivore? Like, did you have the keto flu again or anything like that?
No issues at all. I actually, my digestion from going from keto into carnivore did like a 180. It was perfect. Like, I mean, it was amazing because when I started keto, when everybody starts keto, you think salads. You got to have salads, a salad with every meal. I was doing that. I was having my salads, having my protein and whatever else. But what I learned through keto was, like I already mentioned, my stomach didn't like a lot of greens, like not at all. So eliminating that was awesome. It was great. No issues at all.
That's great. Yeah. And so did your other issues resolve with keto and carnivore? All the sluggishness and the pain and everything, did that all clear up with keto, or did you still have some issues?
I think it started to clear up with keto, but once I went more on the strict carnivore side, it really just kind of disappeared. Like the only issue I've had is a sore shoulder, and I think I did something working out a while back, like pinched a nerve or tweaked something. But I haven't taken a single aspirin since I started keto. The most I've taken is a pharmacy, or not a pharmacy, like a Walgreens sleeping pill if I am like not sleeping great. But and an allergy pill. That's about it.
Oh, okay. And so did you have bad allergies before?
I did. I grew up without them, which was crazy. Like, cause I lived on a lake and I was always around pollen. And when I was about 29, 30 years old, I don't know what happened, but like springtime hit and my eyes, I wanted to pull them out of my head. It was the worst thing ever. And I mean, they have subsided for the most part. Now it's just like your minor, a little bit stuffiness, but with COVID going around, it's like, oh, do I have allergies? Do I have COVID? What am I? So
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like they've cleared up a lot though since
yeah,
which just changing your diet.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too with a lot of people. Same for me too, that my allergies cleared up a lot. And they weren't that bad before, but you know, they definitely came up around the seasons
Mm-hmm.
and cleared up. So yeah, it's really awesome not wanting to rip your eyes, or for me it was my nose. I would just want to
Oh.
rip my whole nose off, or my teeth would get itchy. That was a really weird one.
Itchy
Yeah,
teeth.
itchy teeth. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a feeling or a sensation that you could get. But yeah, sometimes they got kind of bad, and it was just, yeah, it was just not fun. And I love that Carnivore really helped cleared it up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. 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 And so how was the Carnivore 75 hard challenge for you? Did you have any hiccups or anything like that during it? Or for me it was a little bit of, it was pretty difficult for me. I had to actually give up kind of early, just because it was just stressful in more ways than one for me, and it definitely is hard.
It is. It was over the holidays,
Yeah.
and that's when you figure out every keto treat you can make. I had Keto Brick had just come out with the pumpkin pie keto brick, and I had a shipment sent to me, just sitting there staring at me the whole time. But one of those things, if I had to do a challenge like that, I just have to do my best to stick with it. And this one, I didn't have any hiccups at all. I didn't cheat. I didn't try anything. We went to my fiance's family for it was Thanksgiving or Christmas or both. I don't remember. But I brought my own steak. I brought my own eggs. No sugar, no treats, no anything. So that was pretty awesome.
Wow, that's amazing. I bet that felt really good to get that challenge done.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. And so, is there anything else that you would like to let others know that are interested in trying out the carnivore diet?
I would say the biggest thing is give it 30 days. I've seen so many people, like when I was doing my challenge, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it for 5 days." I made it 3 days and it didn't work, and I'm like, you got to give it 30 days. Like, if you're gonna do it and you're gonna make that lifestyle leap, 30 days no matter what. Like, that's the biggest thing, because you will not know how it's going to change you, if it's going to change you, and how it's going to make you feel, because 5 days isn't anything. That's like giving up sugar for 5 days. It doesn't work. You got to do 30.
Yeah, giving up sugar for 5 days, it's literally, that's like the worst part. It's like the first 3 to 5 days. And then if you go back to eating it, it was just, basically a waste of time, because
Yeah.
it's probably still in your system.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think 30 days is the minimum anybody should do carnivore for, especially if they do have major health issues, because
Mhm.
your body, you've been damaging your body for so many years. It's going to take longer than 30 days for your body to heal.
Absolutely.
And for me, when I first started, I said I was just going to do 30 days, and then I added another 30 days, and I was like, okay, I'll do 6 months. And then before the 6 months came, I was like, no, I'm just going to do this forever.
I mean, like, what's not to like about it?
Yeah, really. You get to eat all the best foods,
Yeah.
steak and eggs, shrimp and butter, like bacon on top of burgers, on top of cheese, just like all the
Yes.
best stuff, of all the meals. And yeah, and you feel great. I feel the best I've ever felt my whole life.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm aging backwards, and it really is great. And I love seeing other people's success. I love hearing other people's success stories, and it's just really amazing seeing other people succeed with this way of eating.
I agree.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. I can't wait to get this video out, and hopefully it'll inspire some other people.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.